Yep, and we're back. Another show. Good morning. God bless. 3 reasons why. Back in the building with another video. Me, my name's CDP 209 out of Stockton, California. Born and raised. Now I'm living in Las Vegas, Nevada. Here are my folks.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the 209 Tiger. Stockton, stand up. We in the building. About to kick this hot fire. Let's go. And I'm here rocking with.
Yo, what's going on? You know who it is. Common Sense Marcus. Straight from my mama. Gonna give it to you raw, fresh, sushi style. Let's feed the people. Let's get it.
Yeah, with a video, we're going to let Tiger kick it off. You know what I'm saying? You got a little something to talk about.
Well, first things first, we got a few things to dive into. But number one, before we let it go, let's start off with the hottest topic of the last few days, Kwame Brown. Man, when I first was watching those Kwame Brown videos, I was holding my sides, giggling like a little ass kid because it was so unexpected. Because that was the most, I'm like Skip, I don't even think I even heard him talk before in life. Like, I never even saw him talking. It was like, damn. I mean, Matt Barnes, Steven Jackson, Gilbert Arenas, they made that mistake to say his name as a joke. Kwame wasn't playing. He was spitting fire. Charlemagne, Chris Broussard, Stephen A. Smith, Jamel Hill, LeBron James. He after everybody. Man, Mike, you know what I'm saying? He didn't even go in on Mike that bad, but, he was just like, Mike ain't never want me. But what was your guys' opinions, when you seen Kwame Brown's interview?
Me, I pretty much thought he was bitter because I didn't watch the videos. I thought he was bitter when I was hearing him like, he just got mad because Skip or somebody clowned him, like they usually do, and he just got butthurt. But then, like, I seen it was what really sparked it off was Charlemagne. He was Steve Jackson and them. He got at them, but Charlemagne really kicked it off when he talked about his family. And I actually went back and found what Charlemagne said. Like, it is crazy though. His dad, all his brothers, they all killers. I don't know if they had to do what they had to do out of defense or whatever. I don't know the story, but Charlemagne, he was out of pocket. Just putting all this stuff on blast, like, for what? Just to show people that, like, he's crazy. Like, leave Kwame Brown alone because of this. Like, man. And then I thought it was crazy, like, this dude got rape cases and all kind of shit that he pled out to. He actually pled out to a lesser charge just because he got money and he worked for the white folks. So they got him the good lawyers so to keep him out of jail because he make more money out of jail than in jail, for them. So they got him off of that case. But you got that case not going on, but played out to a rape case of a child. And you sitting here talking shit about somebody else? Like, what the fuck? Shut the fuck up and just talk rap. Talk about rap and hip hop and try to keep off that shit, talking dirt about somebody else. But then I started listening to Kwame, Kwame Brown. A lot of his stuff, he was making valid points, He was making a lot of valid points, and then he said one about what's the guy that played for the Wizards, Agent Zero.
Gilbert Arenas?
Yeah.
He's about to get robbed or something in the club or something. He said they had him up against the wall, like they was talking to him like a female. He had to roll up and get the DC cats up off him.
Yeah, it was like he out there with all that California this, California that. Them DC cats wasn't playing that.
Yeah, but he had a lot of dirt on people. People just said something about the wrong person. He may have been like, back when they played with him, he may have been timid, hesitant, or whatever. But motherfuckers grow up. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is grown men. They grow out of that shit. And it looked like he grew out of that shit over the years, you know what I'm saying? Being away from the NBA group, he grew up, shit, he ain't taking that shit no more. He had to go spank them niggas. We got a little spanking, you know.
Yeah.
Mad. I know they mad that they said anything about him though. I know they mad.
Like I don't know any of them, you know, personally, but you know, Kwame just kind of seemed kind of just genuine in what he said. Like I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. Some of it is like he know right now that's the hot topic. So you know what I mean. So you know, I mean, he might be putting a little bit extra, but a lot of what he's saying seemed like real genuine though. Just talking about the game, talking about life. You know what I mean? And like he said, like, you know, you guys is the one that you know said you guys is the one talking about me. Now I'm over here and everybody's all sensitive.
Yeah,
You know, like Matt. What is that?
Charlamagne sent him a cease and desist.
Yeah.
The next day, like he didn't let like a week go by. He sent him a cease and desist the next day. Like, man, like that just confirms it. You feel me? But I guess the girl is trying to open the case back up, and for some reason, somehow his lawyers, Charlamagne's lawyer, is shutting her down. You know, she don't got the bread of, like Charlamagne and them got for a legal defense. So she probably having a hard time getting that case back open. But somebody like shit, Kwame Brown, if he that passionate about it, Kwame Brown should throw a lawyer one time. I'm like, here, I got you. You feel me? Let's get this motherfucker. Yeah, I would. You know what I'm saying?
You see Steven Jackson's response. I mean, he ain't called Kwame Brown no liar. He just, you know what I mean? He just was like, you know, like, don't, you know what I mean? Don't go there. You know what I'm saying? Don't, you know what I mean? Just don't disrespect him pretty much. But he was just like talking about basketball. And he was like, you motherfuckers still on that basketball jokes? You know, like Kwame Brown was like Jack's silly motherfucker, you know, like he over there doing this, doing that, you know, running around fighting. He talk about all those other dudes over there running around fighting all the time. Matt Barnes. Like, I don't know Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes seems like a cool cat, you know what I mean? You know, I don't know him like that, but that's true. It's like Matt, you know, it's like Matt Barnes is like, well, we can knuckle up and get it in. It's like, yo, Kwame Brown, a big dude, you know, like much respect to Matt Barnes, you know what I'm saying? If you just like, I'll throw hands with anybody, but that ain't the answer to everything, especially, you know, a dude that's like probably like 6'10", 240.
Yeah, that's a big dude. Now, as far as me, like I said, full disclosure, if you don't know, I'm a Laker fan. So when the news broke, the first thing I thought of was like, yeah, man, that dude was a scrub on the Lakers. Like they was accurate what they were saying. Like that dude for like the late 2000s, like that dude was just a name you didn't want to say as a Laker fan, like Kwame Brown. You'd be like, oh man, shut the fuck up. And then going back and doing like clips or whatever, they traded him for Paul Gasol. So thank you for that. You know, that turned into a championship. Shout out to my Lakers. Rest in peace, Kobe. You know, but they were saying like just keeping the personal shit aside, because man, come on, man, you can't talk about nobody's personal shit and then not expect the dude to clap back or say something. But they were saying that dude's a bust, and I started thinking about it like I told you off screen. How the fuck you a bust when you in the NBA for 12 years? How the fuck you a bust when what was it, like 800 or 1,000 people in the whole world are in the NBA at one time? So he's at the minimum, he's number 1,000 out of 1,000 people in the world. Like, come on, man, that don't sound like bust to me. But then when you start going personal, I mean, all bets are off. I mean, that's that old saying, you live in glass houses, don't throw stones, because you want to throw shade at this dude's name, and then you can't handle it, cease and desist order, or I want to fight you, or you know, all this extra shit. Like, come on, man, leave sleeping dogs lie. Like, I think one of y'all sent me that video. Leave that man alone, man. I ain't heard that man's name in 10, 11 years, and then out of nowhere you gonna be like, Kwame Brown. You get what the fuck you get after that.
Trying to use him as a punching bag.
Yeah, still.
Because they try to make it seem like he's the Jamarcus Russell of basketball #1 picks. There's been worse #1 picks. Like, I just don't know. Like, Kwame Brown's just been the running joke of like of number one picks for a long time, but I mean, there's been a lot worse number one picks out there. I mean, fuck, like I could probably make a case that Kwame Brown had a better career than Andrew Bogut. He had a better career than Anthony Bennett. I mean, he had a better career than Greg Oden.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That was that dude from Portland, Mr. Old Man. Yeah.
I'm not saying his career was great, but notice a lot of NBA players don't really disrespect him like that because they respect 12 years in the league. You know.
Other thing Ken's got to realize too is, dude, he was what 17, 18 when he got drafted. Like, come on, man, you a kid against men. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take you time to develop. He didn't go to college straight out. Everybody can't handle that straight out of college shit. Even rest in peace, Kobe. He came in hot, but that nigga wasn't like taking over the league the first few years. You can't just jump on somebody like that.
Kid against Michael Jordan that already got 6 championships and shit already.
Dude, he bought his mama a house on the golf course. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, "Fuck you, mean I'm a bust." My mama got a house on the golf course. He bought that house at 17. You know, like.
Yeah, he did that.
Man, yeah, that's what. Hey, man, but that's tight.
I didn't watch I think it was Up in Smoke podcast or whatever podcast they started this shit on. I didn't watch it. But why they gonna talk bad about Kwame Brown and they ain't gonna bring up Michael Jordan? Pick that nigga with a long other list of other niggas he picked that didn't mount to shit. Like, is that always Kwame Brown's, or you gotta put some of that blame on Michael Jordan too? He ain't got no eye for talent. You can't pick nobody.
The worst part was Mike didn't even want him. He wanted to trade him to Elton Brand. Yeah, he wanted to trade him for Elton Brand. So it's like they got this guy and nobody even cared to develop him. You know, they're just like, well, I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if you think a little deeper to this whole situation. You know how I be thinking. But if you think a little deeper to this situation, like if this wasn't all a tactical situation, you know what I mean? Because to stick back, you know, Trump's whole agenda is going after kids. I mean, going after people who hurt kids, you know what I'm saying, or sexual assault and shit like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is just a technical, a tactical thing that's going on.
Hold on, man. Let's do a little timeout real quick. Hold on. I just got to get
Kwame Brown been quiet all these years, and all of a sudden, boom! Like, think about that, man. Just think about that.
Man, I got bad love for you, much love for you, always CDP. But let's just take a little time out. You tie everything back to my nigga Trump. Yeah. I love it, man. I love it. You be like, hey, what time is it? 3:14? Oh, you know Trump over there, you know what I'm saying? 3:14. You know what I mean, son? I love it. But I don't think these two things are connected, though. Look, I wish Trump would come back soon or do something.
All I'll say is the name of the show is Up in Smoke.
Hey, and every morning before I go to work, I look at the clock. For some reason, every morning I see 444. You know what I'm saying? Go look up the definition.
You living in Groundhog's Day, my nigga.
Oh, what is that? Jay-Z waking you up?
Yeah, you living in Groundhog's Day.
That's a message from the angels telling everything gonna be all right.
That's what's up.
But 444. I think them fools was high on all the smoke and said the wrong joke, and that's it. Running, you know, they was probably just like, nah, you only got traded for one. He got traded for one person. It wasn't two, it was just one. And they probably was high and probably laughed or whatever happened. You know what I'm saying? It just seemed like they were having a good time, cracked a little joke that they thought was harmless at the time. And Kwame Brown didn't find it harmless because he knows Jackson and Gilbert personally. I guess he just doesn't really care for Matt Barnes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, their thing seems more serious than the other two.
I mean, yeah, you know, it could be. You know, I deep dive into everything, so you know.
It was going hard though. He was like, Steven Jackson, you fake ass Black Lives Matter motherfucker. You Becky with the good hair motherfucker. Like, I was just, oh man. And like you said, I was over here kikiing too, like, oh, this nigga, man.
It's just weird how Kwame Brown just come out of the blue, and
I mean, but everybody got fighting him. You keep kicking a nigga down, Eventually, he gonna turn around and hit you.
Everybody gets talked about every day, 365 a year, every day on the show, on all these podcasts. Somebody getting talked about.
But I think where you missing the point is he considered those dudes his friends.
No, I'm not missing the point. I understand where y'all coming to. I'm just looking a little deeper. I'm just
okay, who that disrespects Kwame Brown is his actual friend though. Like these dudes that talk bad about him, they aren't his personal friends or people he considered friends.
What I'm saying is I'm just speculating. I'm not saying that's what it is. You know what I mean? I'm not saying y'all wrong, anything like that. This is just I said I look a little deeper into stuff and I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I'm with you. They're constantly distracting us. I'm with you.
But all people passing away out of the blue, these famous people just passing away out of the blue. What are they? 6 people in the last 2 months? Like, that's crazy.
Hey, rest in peace to the Nick Don strips. Paul Mooney, though, wrote a lot of jokes for a lot of famous motherfuckers. If you don't know who Paul Mooney is, you fucking millennials, go Google that shit. Rest in peace to that dude. He did a lot of work behind the scenes. Niggas don't get credit for it.
But honestly, but I mean, I wouldn't put anything past anything because I don't know if you did, Chris, but I was scrolling to the older videos, and on some videos he kind of reminded me of like a not full blown, but he's on like almost like that Larry Johnson type tip in some of those videos. Like I was looking at some of the older ones.
Who?
Kwame Brown.
Yeah.
If you go back and look at some of his older videos, you know what I mean? He has some like statements talking, you know what I mean? Where he's like, I'm woke. This is that. The game is rigged. You know what I'm saying? Like some opinions on politics and whatever. So like I said, hey, anything is possible.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Like you don't want me to get a podcast. He said my podcast will blow y'all out the water. Some shit like that. But yeah.
What y'all think for the playoffs? For who you think's taking it home?
Come on, man. You better ask somebody else with that. Lakers over here all day long, twice on Sunday, man.
That stuff's so scripted, man. I don't know if you seen that one video I watched. I watched the Lakers game. And it just all seemed fake. I was texting about Steph going off. But in the back of my head, I knew something was gonna happen. Like what's gonna happen, It's like watching a movie, like the bad guy kicking ass, you know what I'm saying? The good guy's down. The good guy gonna come back. Come on, man. The movie's named after the good guy. So that's what I was looking for. I was waiting for LeBron to do something. And then when he went down with that poke in the eye, 6'8", 300 and something pounds, 0 body fat. He got poked in the eye. You feel me? When he went down like that. I knew something was gonna happen.
Hey man, poking the eye hurts, man. You can't see. You don't say, I don't care how big you are, you can't see. Hey, but speaking on your script, I don't know if this video will play. Let me see if I can get it up in there real quick. Hold on. Oh no.
Calendar on July 9th, 2021, the Brooklyn Nets will defeat the Phoenix Suns in Game 6 of the NBA Finals. Chris Paul and Steve Nash will both be in their first NBA Finals. Ironically, Steve Nash will be in his first Finals against his former team. He will be the reason for the city of Phoenix not to win their first NBA title. The final score will be 126 to 114. Mark your calendar.
That's what some nigga talking about. He may have the inside scoop or not. But he said the Suns, and I'm like, nah, Lakers, nigga, fuck you, Lakers. But the reason why I think it's scripted sometimes, or, I get out of my love, especially like in football, like, man, I get out of those loves, like, yeah, this shit set up, is because both games that the Warriors played were some crucial ass, like some nail biter games, some drama for your mama games, some must-see TV. First against my Lakers, Warriors been garbage all year. Lakers on the ride, or not really garbage all year. Steph been cooking. He does what he does. But it's supposed to be like at least an easier game to win, come down to the wire after the poke in the eye. And then last night, you got the Grizz and the Warriors go to overtime. It's like, damn, how much motherfucking, intensity and how much drama they be like, yo, man, make the game close, get those ratings up, and then lose at the last second. So you never. I won't put it past nothing, but I like to play in games to keep that drama. If somebody's behind the scenes, like, yeah, we need intensity, we need drama. I watch that shit. I like movies.
The final right there. I'll be mad, but that'll be a good one. I like to see Chris Paul get one.
Fuck all that.
Like, Booker, especially Booker. I always like Booker. I like him when he was at Kentucky. But
I like
I don't know how
that
healthy
dude
the
that came from
Lakers
Arizona.
are.
That their center or power forward. I can't think of his name right now. That big boy.
Yeah.
In Arizona.
Ayton?
Nah, I can't think of his name. I have to look it up. But I was like that dude. Booker cool, and I ain't never mad at CP3. He should have came to play with Kobe like 10 years ago. But Silva fucked that off. How you gonna own the fucking team and block a trade? I'm still mad about that, you bastard. But I mean, I don't know who you think, Tiger. Who you think gonna take him? You know what I'm saying? You know, Lakers. I go Lakers, and I throw CDP a bone. Lakers 6 games over the Philadelphia 76ers.
Look behind your head, man. Look over your shoulder.
Man, that's we the people. We the people love LA.
That's where the Sixers got their name from. That piece of paper behind your head, man. Come on, now.
You talking about look behind my head, look behind yours. That's LeBron behind you, nigga. LeBron coming for you.
You were an undercover Sixers fan, man.
Hell nah.
Yo, I like to get deep into situations. Like you talking Lakers.
I put money on the Nets, so I got to stay with the Nets
to win it all.
Yeah.
This nigga, man.
I put that bet in early too. I've just been holding it. I've just been hoping they get healthy. Like I'm there, like just get healthy, healthy.
Versus who? Who do you think is gonna be on the other side?
If they're healthy, Lakers. If they're not, man, I don't trust the Clippers. I was gonna say Clippers, but man, I'm like, whoo. Maybe Utah. Maybe I'll roll Utah. I just don't trust the Clippers, man. I don't know. It's just something about that group of players. Like maybe Ibaka can change things a little bit or something, but it's just Kawhi. I don't know. Like I don't know about the knee, Paul George. So I'll probably say Utah if the Lakers don't make it. I could see the 76ers beating the Nets. I just bet the Nets, but I mean, I could see Sixers, but I got Nets over Lakers.
I just don't see the Lakers making it all the way, having a hard time against the Warriors. And then they got to go play some 7-game series. I think they're going to run out of gas.
I think the Nets caught a break getting the Boston in the first round because they're going to have a few games to kind of like get everybody because Jaylen Brown is gone. He's gone for the year, right?
Yeah.
He's gone for the year, then yeah, I mean, Tatum could put 50 up against the Nets and probably lose by 15. So it's just, I mean, it's just too much. But they have enough for Harden to kind of get loose, Kyrie, about 4 or 5 games for them to kind of get more experience playing together. Because Washington would play them hard. Like, Philly's just too good for Washington, but Washington's going to give them, they're going to give them some hard games. Philly probably winning 5. But the Wizards, that would be a harder task for the Nets because the Nets don't got defense like that. Philly, they got defense. So, you know what I mean? Like, they'll be playing hard, but, Philly, in the end, I think it's going to be, Utah, Lakers, Nets, Sixers, the Nets, Lakers, the Nets over Lakers.
Well, I hope not. I hope you're wrong, but like I said, if it's scripted, it's scripted. It's done, it's done. But how you feel about the play-in games?
I don't. At first, I was like, they need to get rid of it because you see teams like the Lakers, and it's like, man, this is really holding them back. Like having to play with hurt players. But when you look at it, it's like most of the teams that's in the play-in games, they got no shot of winning the title anyway. So I kind of look at it like that. Like, what does it matter? The Wizards ain't gonna go win the title. The Celtics ain't. The Lakers, that's the one exception because they were so injured. But
past LeBron and Davis, Lakers ain't got shit. I don't see LeBron and Davis being able to carry all that. And
Oh, man, you better put some respect on my boy Kyle Kuzma's name, man.
No,
And
if,
man.
man,
if Murray,
America ain't putting respect on his name, man. That nigga get ragged on every day.
there's
I had love for him.
there's teams I like better than the Lakers that come out the West. It's just these other teams got big injury issues. So like, if the Nuggets had Jamal Murray, I'd probably like Denver probably to come out the West. I don't know if Utah's going to have Spider Mitchell, how healthy he's going to be, or I'd probably be like, I'll just take Utah because they're a more balanced team.
I think Denver could get with the Lakers, me personally, just because the Joker, he'll pull AD outside of the key, because the Joker, he could play outside of the key and pass. He could play that little half-court point guard type shit and get AD out of the key.
Nah, I think the Lakers should not blow past them, but I think maybe 6 if it has to go to 7 against the Suns. But who I don't want to see in the second round is Portland. I got a lot of respect for Dame. He don't give a fuck. Then you got Mitchell. You know, they out there balling in the playoffs. They come to play. If they're healthy, they come to play.
Lakers Phoenix is intriguing. It's an intriguing series to me though, because it's like the Lakers have the star power, but Phoenix is like we've seen with Memphis. They're that young kind of upstart besides CP3, but everybody else is like a young. Devin Booker has Steph Curry. Now, he's not Steph Curry, but he has that capability to put a quick 40, 45 up. You know, like Ayton. I mean, AD's better.
Hey, I think CP3 and Booker gonna get off of that ass, man.
I mean, you can run the pick and roll both ways. You can run it with CDP and Booker, and you can run it back with LeBron and AD. Like, they don't have answers for each other.
It's just, I don't know how healthy Anthony Davis is. Like, can he bang with Ayton right now? Because he's going to have to bang with him. Because Ayton ain't going to the three-point line. He's going to catch it low and work on the block.
I just about to say that. Please, for the love, please, AD, be a big for a little bit. Just a little bit, be a big. Not a European big, but an American old school big where you just like, you just taking the heart out the enemy.
Unless Drummond is going to guard Ayton, but man, Drummond's cool. He gets rebounds.
I was about to say, I like the big penguin, what he's been doing.
The big penguin. No, yeah, that's where we go with basketball. But yeah, like I said, up next, what's going on with the crypto world? Y'all see China put that ban on cryptocurrency?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Crypto. They predicting Bitcoin to go down to 20 to 25K after it was at an all-time high, 65 earlier in this year. Yeah, I seen that China ban, and I seen a few other videos. Like I was telling you off camera, I didn't send y'all. But they predict this, man. My personal feeling, they predict this. You're going to hear noise like, oh, the government or China or whoever, we can't trust Bitcoin. Where does it come from? And that gets all the average Joes, all the other people be like, oh, shit, it's dropping. It's dropping. Sell, sell, sell. I don't want to lose no money. And here come Uncle Joe Pop and his people like, yeah, we got them. Jump in there like they try to do GameStop and just buy all that shit up. And my prediction, it'd be right back up or double it. You know, they just trying to get niggas out.
The CCP, you know what I'm saying? They run Bitcoin and all that shit, though. They could shut that. They could turn it on and off.
Who?
The Chinese Communist Party, the CCP.
Yeah.
And who runs with them? Biden. You know what I'm saying? They could stack that shit. They could take our money anytime they want to. That's the cold part about it. They could shut this shit down and say, "Oh, your money's lost," and put all everybody money in their pocket and go.
What I didn't know before the ban was how much of the Bitcoin mining was going on in China. I didn't know 65% of the Bitcoin is mined in China. So if they say, you know, it's almost like a double-edged sword, I feel, because it makes, if you own any Bitcoin, it makes it more valuable because now it's become more scarce, more rare. But on the other hand, it's like, fuck, like we just at their mercy. Only like 7.5% of it is mined here in the US. 7.5%. The equal amount is mined in like Kazakhstan
They're getting it in.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying? Like they mine as much Bitcoin as us, so it's like why? You know what I mean? But in China, anything goes though. You know what I'm saying? The government says jump, you say how high. So they're not concerned. They're not concerned about radioactive chemical levels or shit like that. You know, motherfuckers die out there, they die. That's just there's what a billion people in, you know what I mean? What a billion plus alone out there in Asia. So it's not like they hurting for people. That's how they view things, not me. But I'm just saying I didn't realize how much was going on until that.
On top of all that, y'all know who created Bitcoin, right? A Chinaman.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like
I
when
didn't
they
know.
created it, they had their hand in that shit since the beginning. Then like yo.
Like nobody's seen his face, right? He always got.
Well, they showed some old cat like one time on, I think it was a TikTok video or internet, some old dude with glasses. Like I seen his whole face, and then the dude broke down his name like over there the way they break it down in like your last name and your first name, and it literally translated out to Bitcoin. So I was like, what the fuck? This fool created his own shit after his own family, and like CDP said earlier, you always look behind the curtain and you see more shit that you want to see. Like, oh shit, okay.
Oh, okay, I think the world's biggest Bitcoin holder, his face, like it was his face that had a mask on it. His name was like it's something with an S and an H, but it was hella long. But he's like the world's biggest Bitcoin holder, and like nobody knows who he is. It's just like the IP address or whatever is named like Samarato, you know what I mean, like something or whatever.
Hell nah. If I was the biggest Bitcoin holder too, I wouldn't want you to know who the fuck I was. Hell nah. Yeah. I'm over there manipulating the market with one keystroke. Don't come find me.
But that's big because if China could, because like we view Bitcoin as digital gold, so if they control the access to digital gold, you know what I mean, like the majority of it, that tips the balance of wealth.
Especially if they're gonna regulate it, so you could actually use Bitcoin at the grocery store or the gas station or whatever. And once they regulate it, then that's fucked up to have China in the pockets. But what else do you expect from Uncle Joe Pop? You know what I'm saying, in this administration? They don't give it to China or Russia or India, anybody else. Like, oh, we bow down.
It's just like all these capital gains. It's to prevent people like us from pulling money that we make. So they got time to figure out how they can tax us. That's all this stuff is about, to tax us. Because in the blockchain, things, you know what I mean? You pay the gas fee, I could send stuff from me to you. It's like, it's hard for them to track that. You know what I mean? And then you got to figure out how you're going to tax that. You know, if I buy a hot dog off you for like a Cardano or something, it's like, okay, well, how much can we tax, $1.70 hot dog that was paid in Cardano?
Yeah,
you got to remember, the United States government is still having a hard time taxing weed. Like that's why they've been that's the reason they held weed back from being legal for so long, cannabis in general, because the taxing of it. That's why shrooms hold so much big medical advantages over marijuana, but they don't know how to tax it. There's stocks you can buy of companies that are manufacturing shrooms. Like shrooms is decriminalized. It's legal in Colorado. It's like it's legal in places. But
Portland, Oregon too. They do heroin. They do everything out there.
But you will not be able to go buy it until they figure out how they can tax you for it. They can decriminalize it. Like if you bought it off somebody on the street or something and you had a small amount, then, they ain't going to lock you up. But you just can't buy it because, they don't know how they're going to tax you for it. Which if anybody buys cannabis, that tax is a fucking bitch. So, that's what they want to figure out. Same thing with crypto. You know what I mean? It's like, it's going to be, eventually people are going to get out of paper money. Doesn't mean the US dollar will just become a digital dollar. I mean, the Fed is making their own coin.
Yeah.
And they're going to want people, they're going to force people to buy their coin.
That's so true. Yeah, now they definitely want to get away from you having any kind of assets in your hand, and paper's a small asset to have in your hand, and it's only powerful because we give it power. Just like the Bitcoin, we give that shit Bitcoin. But you ain't never lied about the government trying to tax shit. I just recently find out, uh, motherfucker, you can't legally buy a dog off your neighbor. It's like, what? When I was a child, you could buy all the dogs in the neighborhood all you want. Now it's illegal because they got to get involved to tax the shit out of you somehow. Like, what the fuck? Nigga, stay out of my business. Like, you trying to tax this man for selling dogs or selling cats or whatever? Like, come on, man. So it all ties back to them making money. So yeah, they ain't making no money on that Bitcoin. They're like, hold on. Especially China. They're like, hold on now. We
It,
gonna
it's
get
just
ours.
it's just in general. It's like, my main thing I like to invest in is stocks because I understand more what I'm investing in. Like crypto is still new to me, but I've been the last few months getting more and more in it. Um, but it's just like it's like anything else. You see it, it's like people give the coin power. It's like Dogecoin. If people are believing in it and they're buying into it, it's gonna go up regardless, whether it's a meme coin or not.
A lot of
You know,
people,
you could go to the A's game and pay in Dogecoin. I thought I seen at one point. I don't know if it's still like that,
I know you
but
could do it in the Mavericks game for sure.
yeah. So as long as stuff like that keeps going on, it you know what I mean. I could see it reach $1 or something like that.
And I want to say Starbucks is in the work for like a Dogecoin or a Bitcoin too as well. Yeah.
It's
a lot of people buying gold and silver too, and
yeah.
copper.
Oh yeah, silver man. Silver done tripled up after they said there was a shortage when COVID hit. See, that's the thing about it. They play that game like, oh man, you can't get this or this is bad for you. Then motherfuckers be like, all right, that's bad for us. You know the sheeples. All right, we ain't gonna touch that. Then here come the whales. Here come the buy all that shit back up at that low rate. Get your ass out of there, and then skyrocket it again. Cause silver done what, like quadrupled in price over the last year.
Almost something like that.
It's been on a
Yeah,
crazy run.
yeah.
People also they buying copper though too. Copper is selling too.
And building materials is outrageous, man. Like I don't know in the rest of the world. I don't know where y'all at in the world to watch this. Hopefully we're worldwide. If not, smash that like button, subscribe so we could be worldwide. One time. But out here in the United States, man, they fucking up everything, man. Everything's going up and up and up. Before you know it, like I think I told y'all last time, I'm gonna be poverty again. I might have to be in that food line, like, yeah, I need that soup and that bread.
You see that black dude at the gas station with the camera here, like, where are these folks that voted Biden? Where are
Oh
these?
yeah.
He's like, where are y'all motherfuckers at? Nigga, when I was defending, I had to defend Trump every motherfucking day. Where are y'all Bidens at so I could talk some shit? And everybody was just looking at him, not saying shit, man. That shit crazy, man.
But no, it's like
Yesterday,
huh?
yesterday, I was gonna say yesterday, like me personally, like as far as discrimination and all that shit, like towards my face, I ain't never been like called like nigger and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Never. But I'm pretty sure behind my back, you know. But yesterday, I was at the grocery store, and they got the new law where you don't have to wear the mask if you got the shot, if you're vaccinated. So I'm at the grocery store, and like I said, old white folks and the kids is like looking at everybody with the mask on, like we got a disease or something. Like it's just crazy. Like I felt the tension in the air as soon as I walked into the grocery store for the first time throughout all this shit. Like folks with the mask on, they getting looked at crazy, man. So be careful out there, motherfucker. People, like old ladies and shit. That's what shocked me. Like old ladies is like looking at me like the fuck? You
I
ain't got
mean, did
I
okay.
told you, hold on real quick, Tiger. I told you, don't go to no store, don't go to no gas station with that mask on until they ask you to put that mask on or they give you one. Fuck all that shit. Fuck all that shit.
I need to start doing that.
Did they make you show identification? Like, did they make you show that you were or wasn't vaccinated?
Nah, they can't do that. That's
Oh, I
against
just
the
would have
law.
been like, fuck that, man.
See, I bet I'll be forgetting because at work you gotta wear them, so it's just like a natural thing. But, nah, nobody was. At least I don't think nobody approached anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, as far as I know, out here in Cali, that shit.
I
Go
see.
ahead.
Not yesterday, but I see. I've been seeing a couple people that do this or something. The managers and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They say do this. Or you go into like small stores that have somebody right there. You know what I mean? But the grocery store, nah.
Nah, I mean they trying to creep in that little ID passport or whatever, but as of right now, it's against the law because we all know it's not FDA approved, and anything ain't FDA approved, you can't require or mandate a motherfucker to get the shot. That's why there's no law, nothing like that. But I'll be damned, like I told y'all, man, like probably a year ago, we walking into that quote unquote Nazi Germany where you had that star on your thing, be like, yeah, man, I got vaccinated, I'm good, you know what I'm saying? Oh, look at him, he got a mask on, he evil. He was getting that love yesterday, you know what I'm saying? That hate yesterday. Look how evil he is. He's so dumb. He don't watch CNN. He don't know that this shot has a 95% chance that you can still get it, but you got 95% chance of protection. What the fuck does that mean? Man, get out of here.
Yeah, people with the shot, man, they looking at folks without the shot like crazy, man. That shit, it's gonna get wild, man. It's gonna get wild.
That's what they wanted too.
But now it's just looks. You know what I'm saying? Pretty soon it's gonna be like words. Like
No shot. No shot. Hey, come on, son, get in here.
like I was just looks. You know what I'm saying? Pretty soon it's gonna be confrontation.
Gotta get that no shot. Max up there. Like, hey, look at that. Yeah, man. Y'all do what y'all want to do, but you see, that's where I stand.
You know what happens with confrontation? After confrontation becomes violent. You know what I mean? So this is just the first stages. People just looking now. Pretty soon people are gonna say something. And once people start saying something, that's when violence is gonna pop up, you know?
No.
So,
They gonna divide us any way they can. Going back to the Bitcoin, they gonna divide us like that. Like too many average Joes was putting their toes in the water they had no business being in. So they're like, yo, let's change this temperature real quick. Let's break some niggas back so they can get out of here so we can make more money.
It's like to get into any space, you got to stay ahead of the whales, the government, and everybody. That's why I told you guys I've been learning the digital asset world. You know what I'm saying? Like NFTs and stuff. It's like, well, I'm pretty sure you guys know, but you know, NFT is like you say, like gold or like, let's just say like, you know, this water bottle. You know what I mean? You can trade me for a water bottle. You know what I'm saying? That's fungible. You know what I mean? Trading something for the exact same item. Non-fungible would be like if I had a picture of Samuel Jackson on it. Like you can't get one. So that's what, you know what I'm saying, the NFT world basically is like, you know, you owning moments, but one of one moments mostly. You know what I mean? But you could take moments of your life and make money off of it. But I mean, you get paid in crypto. Now, obviously, you can take the crypto and turn it into cash or however, but that's another reason they want to put a stop to, you know, the crypto conversion. You know, they want to raise the capital gains and whatever because people out here making money off NFTs, big money. What was it? Roaring Kitty got 66 million. I've seen a hand drawn moose. I don't know who drew it. It looked like a third grade, second grade student drew it. That moose got like $28,000.
Yeah, that goes to show you, like, motherfucking, look at what these little poppet things my daughter likes right here. This shit
Hey,
probably
I bought my daughter one of those.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers probably like 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? But you got my daughter at the store. It says $9.99. She gonna be like, Daddy, 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 Daddy. Motherfuckers worth whatever somebody else is gonna pay for it. Speaking of my daughter, good morning, baby.
Oh, he said mommy is here.
Oh no, mama's not here. Make sure you don't get that Vax. No Vax Studios.
No shot. No
Yeah,
shot.
no shot.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, I'm doing a podcast with your sick butt. I'll go get you some medicine in a second.
I don't have my nose in that.
All right.
Oh,
Tell the people don't get vaxxed.
She don't feel good. They're gonna be like, bring her in.
Don't give that.
No vax. You heard it here first. I'll be inside in a second.
But that's
watch the shift of power. I cracked a joke last week. I said the power shift gonna shift for the homeless. You know what I'm saying? If they're sharp, you know what I mean? They see an opportunity to make money. You know.
But crypto,
That
but
don't let people to end without the shot. Somebody homeless gonna be standing outside like, hey, what you need out the store? I'll go get it for a quick 20.
because
You know what I mean?
because like in stocks, it's hard because the positions are already established by whales. Crypto, it's still out there where you could have some real, you know what I mean, like transfer of wealth type shit. You know what I'm saying? You buy in low and in the early stages. Like people that want to get into crypto now, it's not that like you're late because everybody thinks they're late. It's like if you go to a football game and you tailgate in the parking lot and you get into the game as the kickoff, you know what I mean? After the kickoff, that's just it. The game has started. You ain't late. You just wasn't early. You know what I mean? So it's still time for people to get in. And like we talk about the digital, that's just where things are going. It's going to that Ready Player One for real. Like we were talking about before the show. Like my daughter plays Roblox. I don't know if anybody else's kids play Roblox, but that world where she shows me this is my this is my that, whatever. It's just we're gonna have the glasses, the smart glasses or goggles, whatever people prefer, to go with it.
They got that, I was gonna say they already got like something similar to that as far as like how would I put it? Like well fuck it, I'll just explain what it is. Like out there in China, they got those glasses where you walking down the street and I'd be like, oh look at Tiger, only worth about blah blah blah. But the dude next to him's worth whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fuck with them. They constantly got those glasses where to me it's division. Like you don't look at the person no more, you see their wealth or their credit score or whatever. But I mean, we going down that path, like you said, Ready Player One, where it's gonna be more digitally everything.
Like maybe as a better metaphor, like y'all remember that game Pokemon Go? That's the world that we go into. Like it's the world, like you know what I'm saying? Like there's my refrigerator is empty, but if you put these glasses on, you see a whole bunch of food in there. That type of world, like empty bookcase, but you have your glasses on. The books is full. You could pull one out and start reading.
Yeah.
It's going to that type, like virtual reality, like when you playing games, like, and you sucked into that game in general. It's not like you can go walk around your house and see the game. It has a radius, it has whatever. These glasses, that Microsoft is making, you have an entire world.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, if it's going that way, I can't stop it. But a little word to the wiser, I'm always a little hesitant. I don't know if y'all do this, but I get direct deposit. I don't want to be in the bank waiting on time, whatever. But when my check drop, I'm right there at the bank, like, give it all to me. Give me all my money. You ain't going to be on no keystroke like, he broke. That's always been the fear in the back of my mind. So if we go into that like digital real where your fridge is full and your library books got books and you reading it one day and all of a sudden they done switch up the words or put some other message in there you don't know about. That's what I'm saying. Just be careful because I like hard copies. I like physical copies. But to a certain extent, you can't have all that because sometimes I'm out there with the ATM like, yeah, here you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, yeah, here you go. Or sometimes I'm on the phone reading the Bible, even though I got the Bible right there. Like, here you go. So, I see a lot of people. I see convenience in it. I see, I see the real going that way. But just be careful. Some things you always want hard copy. You don't want a nigga there brushing his teeth with digital brushing his teeth. Like, nah, man, you got to really brush your teeth.
But you got to remember, like, see, a lot of people don't understand. They think like this world of NFTs and this digital, like they think it's coming like down the line. Like, oh wait, I mean, how long ago was that Tupac hologram? What do people think that is? That's a one of one NFT. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not a exact non-fungible token, but it's non-fungible. That's his hologram. That's a moment in his life that somebody owns.
Yeah.
Now, in the digital landscape, you could have that playing at your house at all times. You know what I mean? Like that's just going on, like him right there, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You have your pen, you're writing, you're doing whatever. Someone got their trees, whatever. It's like it's hard to explain because you'd have to see it, and I'd have to be more knowledgeable to explain it. But that's just what it is. We're gonna be like The Sims. Like if you buy LeBron James basketball jersey, I don't. You probably can do it now, and I check, but you can also get the digital copy. So you would own a digital version of the jersey you just bought to do as you're pleasing. I don't know, you sell it, you wait for the landscape to develop and make it look tight in your digital house. But designer brands are already doing that. I think Gucci's already doing that. If you buy some Gucci shoes, they'll give you the digital copy of that. I'm telling you, that world is coming.
Yeah, nah, if it's not already here, like you said, I remember the Tupac one, and I remember your boy CDP Puffy hit his son or something like that with that 3D hologram. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody asked why he had to do that. How come he couldn't just
That's why I roped you in this conversation. I remember.
why he making clubs and shit in his house? Why people got to go to his house to visit him?
But think about it though, like that's the technology they've been telling us about since the first Star Wars. Remember when R2D2 came out and fucking did that? It's the same shit. The technology is there. That's what people don't understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? When they say UFOs is flying around and whatever, you know what I mean? The technology is out there. Yeah. Motherfuckers are building. The dude from Tesla, Musk, is building his own rocket ship. It's not NASA involved. Yeah. The technology is there. It's just people just don't want to believe it still. Like, I'm telling you, the stuff that I'm talking about is in a prototype phase. Now, the world is already there, but the glasses in general, the military, they signed a contract with the military for those.
No, yeah. That's what I was gonna tell you. Like, my pops, who he is, whoever the fuck he is. But I remember when I was young, like that nigga put in my mind, like I was watching something on TV, like, oh, that's tight, that's gonna come out. He was in the military for like 3 years, and he wasn't up no high. This nigga was, as far as I know, a grunt, an ant, soldier in the army. But anyways, that was like, oh, we had that in the military X years ago. So it goes to show you the Star Wars or whatever they put on TV now, they had that shit a good 10, 15 years ago, slowly dropping seeds to be like, hey, we about to release it. So when they are constantly like, UFOs are coming. I seen a fucking military video the other day. It's like, yo, we had this technology forever. It's a fake alien invasion coming your way. Whatever. Be prepared. I believe it. Not the fake alien, but I believe they got hella technology they don't want us to know about. Hell of it, yeah. Now I want to put it past them. They over here teleporting to China. Like, what's up? I'm here.
They've had that technology since way back in the 50s, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Way back in the World Wars and shit. You know what I mean? They say that's why the Nazi camps, all them people were in there. It's a treaty. I forgot the name of the treaty. Supposedly our president signed. But the treaty was made with the ETs or whatever you want to call them, and those people in the Nazi camps, those were basically like cows. Those people, and they were farming them to the ETs in return for technology. You know what I mean? And that's how we've been getting all this shit. Like, when you see movies tell the truth, like when you watch these movies, you see something, people laugh at it like, oh, that's cool. They really got that shit, man. They're really working on that shit, or they really got that shit. Either one.
That's what I want to touch on. They probably hearing you right now, or hearing us right now, be like, oh man, they crazy, man. They ain't got no technology like that. But them the same cats that think we went to the moon with a bunch of aluminum foil and some copper rods. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man.
Or a mutated bat caused the pandemic.
Yeah, with the quarter in the United States with the bat on it, man. Come on, man. They playing you.
The old 1930 video floating around, and it's just so regular people walking in the crowd, and you see that one person in the crowd walking around like this.
Yeah, with the celly, yeah.
Come on, man. They got a couple of videos like that,
And I seen the other day on a video where I didn't know this, or maybe I heard it before, but they were talking about like, you want to talk about extraterrestrials or whatever on that level. They're talking about Nikola Tesla was a Valetian or whatever. But basically, he came from Venus, or he remembers coming from Venus or whatever. And I was like, that's something to think about. I mean, the dude was light years ahead of his time, so I ain't gonna put it past him. He was so far ahead of his time. The shit he was saying back in the 1900s, they took away. It's like, nah, you don't need to know about that.
Yeah, you just watch his mannerisms. It's weird, different. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. And then his wife, you see his wife?
Nah.
Like off the hook. It's like a punk rocker for real. Like she off the hook, man. The way she dress and shit, like
it's like think about how much you look at your phone. You know what I mean? It's just anybody, how much they look at their phone or some type of device for entertainment. Now, what if you didn't even have to do all that? What if you could just put on some glasses and that's it? It's like it seems far-fetched to people. Like I remember people thought iPads was stupid. Like, you know what I mean? Like iPad, that's stupid. You can't really even call nobody. Then they put the little features you can call. Then people started understanding, yo, I can watch movies on this thing. I can watch live television on this thing. You know what I mean? The convenience of it. Like, wow, now, they ask for iPads and they want cell phones and iPads here, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They got the little, I don't know if y'all seen the little wristband. It look like the little rubber wristbands. The elastic ones to wear. And they got like some lights on it. And like a screen shines on your skin. And it looks just like, like the cell phone. And you just like this, tapping on your skin. You know what I mean? It's only like
what's my tip? What's my tip?
Yeah, online I seen it for like $50. You like Bluetooth connected to your cell phone. You could just keep your cell phone in your pocket and just be on your wrist. You know what I'm saying? Using your cell phone. You know what I mean? It's only like $50 or something like that online. I've seen one of those, waterproof and everything.
But then if you go back and look, the iPad's been around for so long. Like they had the iPad. I think they had the iPad way back before like the iPod, like iPod, right after the iPod, they had the iPads. They didn't even want to release it. It was called like iPad Table or something.
Yeah.
Like iPad Table.
The market for it.
And I think Bill Gates was trying to push it out when he still had his percent, and they were like, nah, you know what I'm saying? That dude Tim Cook and them were like, nah, dude, like, we ain't trying to do that. We ain't trying to do that. Until, he forced it out, and then, the rest is, we got iPads.
Hey, that's the other thing. I'm glad you brought that up. These glasses you talk about are designed and developed by Microsoft.
Yeah.
So just be careful. That's the Gates. Just be careful. Oh, yeah.
I mean, me personally, I'll get into space because that's where it's going, and I kind of want to be ahead. But I'm also fearful, like I don't want to be in it. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to lose track of reality because it's highly addictive. That's the one constant is like it's highly addictive. And it's just like I always think of the movies where things just get too addictive and motherfuckers don't want to come back. Yeah. Like that movie Inception. Like I don't want to be the girl where I'm just like I'm never coming back,
or you could go Matrix, or the one I thought about real quick was Idiocracy. Nigga was just watching commercials all day and had the tube like sucked up, like you ain't going nowhere. You just sitting down.
Yeah.
You're wary of following what everybody else is doing. Like, you know what I mean? I try to be wary of that because usually where the public is going is usually the rat trap at the end of the road. You know what I mean? I try to be like the last to see what, I don't know. It's the reason why they lead us places and directions and shit like that. You know what I mean? And everybody doing it and shit. Like, nah, we gotta wait to see what's happening.
It's hard, and I'm with your point. Like I get that point, but that's also how they keep us out of having wealth, like real wealth. Like y'all stay over there, we'll make sure it's safe, and they go buy up all the stuff. They go buy up everything and build their positions, and then they'll be like, well, you can get you a Robin Hood and get a couple little shares of this and that, but you never have no real stocks because we bought them all already. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's the only because I'm with you. It's like you know, because just the aspect of it is crazy until you watched enough of it and seen enough of it to just go follow into that. You know what I mean? It's like you just going out to what they say, you know, is space.
But by that time, it's a little too late already.
Look at their track record. Like a small little example is look at the history of Compton, California. You know what I mean? Compton, California was like the Calabasas of LA back in the like what 50s, 40s, 60s, shit like that. There's something started going wrong with the water and shit. You know what I'm saying? The white folks knew. They moved the fuck up out of there. The value of the city went down. They let black folks start coming up in there. Didn't tell them about the water. Black folks thought they hit the jackpot. Like, oh, we moving on up. You know what I'm saying? We living in Compton, which was the like Calabasas back then in them days. We moving on up. Da 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 da. They all moved in. All the black folks moved in. Boom. They start finding out something fucked up with the water and the property value of that house that they just purchased with probably all their money. It ain't shit no more. Now look at Compton, California today. And look where the white folks is living. You feel me? It's crazy. But now they bullying people. Now they bullying folks, you know, knocking down. I'm hearing, I've been out there in Frisco, they knocking down all the projects.
Oh yeah, they're gentrifying, you know, everywhere.
Yeah. If they want that area, they gonna get your ass out of there one way or another.
You know, people live there all their life. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a effect. It's like from Frisco, you know what I mean? All that, the Bay, all that down. It's like, you know, the residents of there are coming down here. It's pushing Stockton people like out to Lodi, you know, Lodi people out to Galt people to Sac. You know what I mean? Like it's just that, you know, it's just that effect of it because everybody's looking for somewhere cheaper to stay.
Yeah.
Or where they stay, you know, the price of house has been run up so much, they got to go somewhere else.
They can't afford it. Yeah. That's what they be doing.
But yeah, that's you know, that's just what it is. It's like it's hard because you don't want to lose everything, but at the same time, it's like shit. The only way to have ownership of the space is to be out there in the forefront.
Well, did y'all hear about the shots? Like people complaining about blood clots, and you know you can't get on a plane.
Oh shit!
I know they've been having the blood clot issues for a minute.
And like for some reason, I guess the atmosphere inside of a plane, the gravity or something. If you got a history of blood clots, you go in there and you could die. You know what I mean? So you know, I guess the folks that be whoever in control of that, I'm hearing they're looking into that shit, and a lot. I'm pretty sure like 60% to 70% of the people who got the shot just so they could travel. You know? So if they come out and say you can't get on no plane, you know what I'm saying?
I'm driving.
Man, people are gonna be mad, boy. People are gonna be pissed the fuck off. You know what I mean?
Nah, but like that's the game, man. First you limit the communication you can have from people, so you can't talk, you can't tell each other what's going on. Like we really don't know what's going on overseas. Like the other day they were saying India's dropping dead, people in the streets. Dude was on like Instagram Live, like where these people dropping dead out in India. You know what I'm saying? First they blocked the communication so they could feed that shit. Then they blocked the travel so you can't leave whatever situation you in. And then they control your power, your food, your gas, so you can't drive nowhere. Like it's all a game. To me, it's all a game, man. You gotta wake up. You know, there's one person in charge, and that's God. You put your faith and trust in Him, or you don't. That's up to you. But yeah, man, this world is a sad, cold piece of work.
That's basic. That's the thing. Like you were saying, all you gotta do is go outside and look. You know what I mean? If you really want to know, don't sit watch TV and get it fed to you. You get up off your ass, go outside and look. Go outside and look and see if the hospital is packed. Go outside and look at people dying in the street. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, the hospitals ain't packed. I was there last night.
Yeah, like
there's no way they were packed when they're doing TikTok. The most TikTok videos ever of all time was last year. Nurses, empty hallways doing like the Cupid shuffle. The fuck?
Doing the electric slide and shit.
Yeah. the school's so dangerous, but they want you piled up at a grocery store. What the fuck, man? Like I said, I don't want to get on my soapbox, start ranting, because I go Novak Studio again on you.
Hey, but I'm telling y'all got to go to OpenSea.com. Like that's like big NFT marketplace, and y'all could see, you know what I mean? Like, or both of you guys. I know your daughter draws CDP. Like, mint the NFT and watch somebody pay some real money for it. Then you'll understand where the world is going. When you see people paying, $5,000 for a squiggly lined, you know what I'm saying, like Stickman or whatever. You know what I mean? Just
Cheeto. You know what I'm saying? A potato chip that's shaped. Yeah. You can sell that on eBay for a rack.
That's but you know what I mean? It's like people just want that digital art. That's what's going right now.
What is it? It's OpenSea?
OpenSea.
OpenSea?
Yeah.
Just C or SE?
SEA.
OpenSea.
Yeah, OpenSea. Okay. Like the ocean sea. But that's a good one. That's a good one for beginners. But I'd be in there checking out the art and stuff. I'm coming out with my own, so I gotta study.
But
you talk about crypto and stuff. There's money in that art too.
Yeah, that's where it's going. Like I said, like these fools. I mean, I'm gonna keep buying stocks, crypto, and all that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not scared of what the government is saying. Like I'll just buy the dips because it's gonna come back. They just figuring out how to tax it. But NFTs, I mean, that's the next big move. Everybody gonna want their digital house to look tight.
That's what it's called, NFT?
NFT, non-fungible token. Like basically like a one of one. Even though if you sell multiples, I mean, you could sell multiples, you know what I mean? But you just have to put how many that you're gonna sell.
Go out there and get you a modest moose.
Yeah. Modest moose.
Go out there and get you one of those for your house.
That's like $28,000 right there.
Yeah, go get you one of those, people. There's only one.
So on OpenSea, you can open an account and you can just post some shit.
You have to.
Shit, you could draw some shit and just.
I'll put it to you like this. It's yeah. That dude's like 7,000 right there. Dude, but people be bit. You know what I mean? People be bit. People buy them. But no, Chris. It's like it's a process where you have to take your cash, buy Ethereum, and then from Ethereum you use Ethereum. They take Ethereum, so you use your Ethereum. You know what I mean? To mint it. And then you sell it on there and you get paid through Ethereum, and then you take your Ethereum and, you sell it for cash or keep it or whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now.
Yeah, go.
I'm telling you, go to OpenSea and just go through the catalogs. Dude, it'll blow your mind.
Look, if you ain't hit that smash button or subscribe button yet, drop it for that tiger. Just drop knowledge on y'all, man. Go draw you something and make a couple bucks.
Hey.
It's OpenSea. OpenSea.io.
OpenSea, give me $10 for that free plug right there.
OpenSea.
There you go.
Yeah.
At least that's some good art. Somebody has some good art right there. At least it looks like that little modest moose. I gotta go in there and be like the caring bear or something. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go draw something now.
Hey, if you can draw, like I said, hey, one of the things that from following 19 Keys, I followed this dude 19 Keys, and he drops a lot of knowledge about that whole space. It's like he was saying, sell for every digital you sell a physical. I mean, say you got a physical, send them the physical too. So to make it more of one. Like, like if you drawing, then be like, what I'm saying, when you scan it, upload it, or whatever it is. You know what I mean? However you upload it, and mint it, then you could be like, I'm also selling the physical copy too, or not selling, but it comes with the original physical copy. So that person owns both.
There you go. There you have it.
And they can say, I'm the only one with the Marcus Novak's drawing in the world, and I got the physical copy to prove it.
The
Drives up the
signed
value.
physical copy. I signed that forever once that.
And then for the new people, keep your royalties low. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like after you get a body of work, then you could put a royalty above 10%. But as a new person, because someone could take your drawing and flip it for $1 million. So through the blockchain, it's able to authenticate you're the originator. You know what I mean? Y'all's the originators. Y'all sold it to this person. So every time after that, it keeps tags because it moves through the blockchain. That's how that's how they authenticate it. Because you could always go back to like, okay, well, I bought it off Marcus, I bought it off CDP, and here's my proof of sale. You know, you don't need receipts. It's saved right there. You know what I mean? But that's what gives it, you know what I mean? It's rarity.
Dropping that knowledge.
I'm sitting back listening to Carl talk.
But
I see you up on a goddamn stage in a suit, like with the doing a little thing on stocks, bro. You got something going in that shit.
Hey, I'm gonna start making some videos for our channel on some stuff, but no, the royalty is important because if someone takes your daughter's painting, because I got off course, and sells it for $1 million, you still, as the artist, are entitled to your royalty that's agreed upon when you first sold it. So even if you agree on 5%, if that thing keeps getting sold for 200, like 5,000 and 5,000 and 10,000, well, someone owes you 5%, 5%, 5%. That's why your royalty is such important, because you don't know, only you and the person that buying it off you know its real value. But now if someone else sees it in bigger value, you know what I mean? Like, that's unforeseen. So you always got to slap your royalty on there.
I'm gonna check this out.
There y'all have it, man. Some hot, fresh takes, some knowledge, man. Smash that like button, subscribe. If you ain't, shout out to CDP. He was out there with the solo videos. Give that man some love. Go watch those videos. Tiger said he got some coming up. Come on, man. We just trying to give you hot takes. We just trying to drop our knowledge on y'all. We love y'all. We want y'all to be safe. And smash the motherfucking like button one more time, man. Smash it till your finger hurt. Tell somebody about something.
Everybody be safe. To all my peoples that ordered, the next round of shirts is coming. You know what I'm saying? We got them shirts for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Fresh. Fresh.
Birthday presents, holidays is coming. Look fly on the beach, whatever. Other than that, everybody in Stockton, be safe. Stay blessed. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's get this money, man. The new transfer of wealth is coming with this crypto. It's gonna make a lot of new billionaires and millionaires, man. It's gonna change a lot of people's lives if you can get in. But we just got to stay a step ahead of the game. It's gonna be it ain't gonna happen overnight. You know what I mean? Because that's a whole landscape that still has to be developed. But it's gonna happen. We gotta stay the course. Buy your stocks, invest in crypto. Learn about, you know what I'm saying, the digital land space, decentralized, NFTs and all that. I love y'all. See y'all next time.
Remember, we are the people.
And any comments, any like Carl said, any orders from the merchandise, you know what I'm saying, or any opinions, suggestions, whatever, we leave it at our email at the number 3 reasons 2020 at gmail.com. 3 reasons 2020 at gmail.com. Just leave whatever, just holler at us. You know what I mean? Stay blessed, stay prayed up, and like I said, shit is getting intense out there between the people with the shot and the people without the shot. People, it's like gang banging, like mask against no mask. It's tensing up a little bit, so be careful out there. And be safe out there.
Hey, the shirts come all sizes, all colors. You know what I'm saying? Let us know how you want it. We getting these. We getting them out.
Pay a little extra, get the personalized no vax on the back.
Yo, you could take. Hey, you could take the shirt, personalize it, and make it an NFT, and go sell it. Hey, you go to the moon with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We'll customize you a shirt. You make it a one of one. Hey, there it is, right there.
And it matches the shirt you got on now.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, yes, sir.
In my digital closet, this is hanging. You know what I'm saying?
Get it.
Make sure I'll be safe.